Welcome to the Crypto Lab channel. In this video I will talk about Cardano price prediction and Cardano news today. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Write in the comments your price forecast for Cardano in 2022. Cardano is a proof-of-stake blockchain platform that says its goal is to allow changemakers, innovators and visionaries to bring about positive global change. To learn more about this project, check out our deep dive of Cardano. Cardano was founded back in 2017, and named after the 16th century Italian polymath Girolamo Cardano. The native Cardano token takes its name from the 19th century mathematician Ada Lovelace, widely regarded as the world's first computer programmer. The Cardano token is designed to ensure that owners can participate in the operation of the network. Because of this, those who hold the cryptocurrency have the right to vote on any proposed changes to the software. Even as Cardano's much-hyped decentralized exchange SundaySwap suffered a patchy launch last month, a resurgence in its popularity has also been marked by an expansion of the protocol's ecosystem. With its initial stake offering coming to an end this week, albeit not in the manner expected, the DEX has now introduced a unique concept of decentralized staking, and the community seems overwhelmingly aboard the idea. SundaySwap announced earlier today that its reverse ISO proposal, introduced yesterday, had received an 83% approval, and it will now take place from the 19th of February to the 24th of February. The reverse ISO is a staking mechanism aimed at redistributing Cardano within smaller stake pool operators that had initially lost delegation. This will enhance decentralization within the Cardano ecosystem, according to SundaySwap, which has planned to incentivize this process through the allocation of 20 million Sunday. ISO refers to a Cardano native token distribution model where users delegate their Cardano with an approved stake pool and receive the new token in exchange. In a blog post earlier, SundaySwap had revealed that while the ISO was aimed at promoting new protocols and rewarding community members through electing SPOs, the response led to a concentration of Cardano staking power in the elected SPOs. That concentration seemed to be running counter to one of the core values of the It further mentioned that as part of its efforts to bring back decentralization on the network, the DEX will also be delegating all Cardano locked in the escrow contract on the SundaySwap DEX to smaller single pool operators. Although sounding alarmed, SundaySwap has assured its community that Cardano continues to remain less centralized than nearly all other top blockchains. However, SundaySwap's own troubles seem unending, as the protocol had already been facing criticism over the way its ISO was launched. Many users had complained that the process was complicated and badly communicated, which had led to skepticism over the protocol's viability. Similar sentiments could be seen floating through the reserve ISO proposal as well. Cardano has announced that it is doubling its bug bounties for hackers who find and report vulnerabilities on the network. Bug bounties are not a new thing, and all projects offer it in one form or another. However, with the accelerated pace of exploits in the decentralized finance space, projects like Cardano are trying to stay one step of attackers in all aspects. An effective way of doing this is offering mouthwatering reports for those who chose to report a bug rather than exploit it for personal gain. Cardano Foundation had previously posted bounties for both the Cardano wallet and Cardano node. These two categories carried bounty rewards around 4 subcategories each depending on the level of criticality. These bounties had the lowest reward at $300 previously, but with the new update, the Cardano Foundation has essentially doubled the rewards for each category. The Cardano wallet category now has a $600 reward for low-risk vulnerabilities. Medium goes as high as $2,000, high risk is $6,000, while the most important one, critical, meaning that they need to be attended to immediately, is now $7,000. All of this is done in a bid to further secure the network by incentivizing hackers to report bugs rather than exploit them for themselves. Over the past 90 days, the Foundation has received a total of 12 reports. 2 hackers have been thanked for their contributions, and a total of $2,000 has been paid out in bounties so far. On the price side of things, Cardano is not doing as well as the news coming out from its headquarters. The digital asset continues to trade just a tad bit above $1, throwing the majority of its investors into the lost territory. It is also trading below its 5-day, 20-day, 50-day, and 100-day moving average. This indicates that investors are still very bearish in the altcoin both in the short and long term. It also points to further downside expected to come with continued low momentum. If anything, this metric does not speak well for the short-term outlook for the digital asset and investors' willingness to invest in it. Cardano has been one of the most popular cryptocurrencies on the market over the past few years. The time has come for its further expansion in the coming years. This virtual currency and blockchain network promise to change the way developers and network participants interact with blockchain networks. Indeed, Cardano wants to simplify, speed up and reduce the cost of using the blockchain network for any user. In the following sections, we will look at all the details about Cardano and why we think 2022 could be a good year for this digital currency. Let's now focus on the fundamental analysis of Cardano. Cardano is working to offer new scalability solutions to crypto participants. Decentralized finance and interchangeable tokens have become very important parts of the blockchain market. The goal is to enable developers to find a stable and scalable blockchain that could handle more bandwidth without worrying about fees and transaction time. In order for blockchain networks to become widespread, they must process thousands of transactions in a matter of seconds, and this is something that blockchain networks have yet to do. Cardano may become one of the first blockchain networks that can solve these long-term problems affecting the cryptocurrency market. Let's now focus on analyzing Cardano prices for the coming years. It is impossible to make a clear prediction of what might happen. Over the past few years, we have witnessed the expansion of Cardano and the achievement of the highest positions in the cryptocurrency market. But investors would like to know what could happen in the future and in the coming years as the market continues to grow. Cardano is expected to continue to grow. It is difficult to predict how far the Cardano price can go. However, we can compare Cardano with other blockchain networks. If Cardano reaches the market valuation of the upcoming financing, the Cardano price may rise to $2.50. Comparing Cardano with other blockchain networks does not mean that the price can move in this direction. This is just an easy way to understand what the price of Cardano will be at a certain market penetration. With the wider adoption of Cardano, it is possible that Cardano will continue to move higher, and this is highly possible. Now it's time to focus on Cardano price forecasting. The prediction of the Cardano price will depend on fundamental and technical factors. That's why we are conducting the necessary analysis for people and investors to understand what could happen to this virtual currency in the coming years. In the following sections, we will take a detailed look at what can happen with Cardano and how the market can develop. It is important to understand that these are just simple estimates. We are not financial advisors. This is for educational purposes only.